to Conversations with Women of Action. I am standing today, literally standing, with a member of ActionSA Senate who is responsible for internal communications and a councillor in the city of Johannesburg Metropolitan Municipality, Nkele Sobey.
Thank you so much for this stunning welcome, and thank you for inviting me.
Sure. Nkele, I've already said that you are a member of Senate, I've already said that you are, a councillor, but for those who might want to know more, who is Nkele Sobey?
Depending on your proximity to me, I am Mom, I am Angie, I'm Angie, Bestie, I am Zen. It just depends on your proximity. I'm councillor if you are there, but yeah. I am an ordinary South African woman, passionate about social issues, passionate about the right thing, a mediator, facilitator, emotional intelligence coach, professionally, but just somebody who, out of necessity, has had to step up and be part of the change that we need in this country. That's it.
Councillor Nkele Sobey, Madam. Councillor Nkele Sobey. So Nkele, what would you say are some of the challenges that are, women are facing in the year 2022?
It depends how much time you have. But I think that as women, we go through the most. And I would say that the bulk of our challenges, in my opinion, stem from patriarchy and toxic masculinity, because that is what has constructed society the way we have it today. The fact that when women do have a seat at the table, it's not necessarily representative as such of women's issues, but it has to conform to a certain agenda. And as such, you find that the women that are at the table do not necessarily speak as strongly as they should to the women's issues, and do not bring about the level of change. But also, the effects of toxic masculinity have us believe as women that you need to look out for Nkele. It wants you to believe that there isn't room for other women around this table, and that's a myth, that's a lie. There is more than enough room for all of us to step up and do what we need to do. And I believe that as women, instead of bringing each other down, we have a responsibility to pay it forward and to capacitate and empower each other. Guys, we go through the most all the time. Whether it is the mjolos, whether it is the parenting, whether it's adulting, it's all a trap. We know this. We know this. So we go through the most all the time. And the challenge with it is that when you are going, you believe that it's just you. Until you speak to others and you realize, okay, it's not just me. I think the biggest trap about it is to create these pockets of isolation.
Yeah.
That you must be the only one at the table, you must be the only one to succeed. It cannot be a united thing of women capacitating, empowering, cheering each other on. And when you see women get along, we are our biggest cheerleaders. But for me, what does challenge us in nurturing and fostering that is accountability. As your sister, I have a responsibility to say, look at it. That's not on. The way you dealt with that is not on. I feel that you would appreciate that more than me escalating it or going to talk to somebody else about it. I mean, I believe just being there, having each other's backs, and just trying to create an alternative narrative that there is room at the table for all of us. There is space for all of us to shine. When you shine on behalf of other women your age, other women that look up to you, that are inspired by you. It's not just about you.
You know, you spoke about Ngo and Jolo, and I want to comment on that, but you also spoke about, you know, being a sister's keeper. So I don't know where I want to comment, you know, where I must comment. But I think I speak to Jolo and Ngo because I'm going right now. Like, honestly, guys, I'm going through the most. But yeah, we'll talk about it some other time. What is your message for women?
You don't have to do it alone. You do not have to do this alone. You do not have to go through the goals alone. You do not have to, you do not, it's not just about you. It's not just about going through the most alone, but it's also not just about you succeeding. It's about understanding that when women succeed, when women prevail in society, guys, we change things, we rock the world. You give a woman a house, she turns it into a home. You give a woman a seed, she turns it into a whole human being. So as human beings, and women in particular, understand that we are created in such a beautiful, complex, mysterious way that a woman is the only being on the face of this earth that is able to transition a life from a spirit into a physical form. And I think that is something that we need to acknowledge as being an absolute superpower. If we are able to do that, we were chosen by God to do that. Imagine what else we could do if we empowered other women.
You are a woman, and that is your superpower. That is a message that we got from Angela Sobey. Thank you so much for the time.